So we're back with another episode of Kiss My Assets. Heather, working investor relations, and Bart, who is a very cool kid and director of marketing and the man who signs my paycheck. So we love him very much, Jamison Manwaring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You earn every penny.
That's right. So here in Phoenix, in Arizona, as jobs are increasing, all these people are moving here. Maricopa County in particular was the nation's largest growing county. The type of multifamily that's being built, I think, is really interesting because I think developers and people are looking at what do people want? Where do they want to live? Especially with somebody living at home or working from home, that they're looking at quality of life, whole picture, as opposed to just when I lived in New York, it was a place that you just went to sleep at night, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little different now. And I think right now the Valley has some really interesting multifamily projects that are being built.
Yeah, and things kind of have settled post the pandemic now. And we did see a lot of people came here temporarily, lived in Airbnbs, other things, but we're kind of getting to a new normal. Maricopa County again in 2022 with the most net migration.
That means once we get you, we keep you, right?
That tends
That's
to
what
happen
I
too.
liked. Yeah.
Especially if it is, you get a good job and you have a good quality of life. We also always like to point out the biggest loser of the county where most people left, and that's LA County.
And if you are an investor from LA County, we still like you very much, and thank you for investing with us.
Thank you for that footnote, because that's a great
way
point.
for them to be part of Arizona, even though they're there.
But yeah, this is 2022 census data, and I saw this on a post unrelated to Arizona. It was someone who was talking about how strong the market was. I believe they were in Florida, and they said, this market in Florida came in third. And I looked at their list, and Arizona, Maricopa County was number one. So, as the old saying goes from the great baseball movie, if they build it, if you build it, they will come.
And we always listen to Kevin Costner.
I mean, he's a profound guy.
And we just flipped it and reversed it, a la Missy Elliott.
Millie Elliott.
I meant Missy Elliott. I've lost some street cred right now.
So if you were to reverse it, you would say, they will come, so you need to build it.
Right. Okay. And so 3 of our very beloved malls are turning into or building on multifamily developments where you never have to leave.
Well, and I need to point out, Heather grew up here, Bart grew up here.
Yep. So a little bit partial.
And I know one of the malls was where Heather spent a lot of her teenage years, chasing boys.
Yes.
Writing
notes. There was
notes.
an ice rink, and you could get an Orange Julius.
Bart Orange Julius, that was an underrated place. Yeah.
But Bart and I went to very different malls growing up.
Yeah, well, so Bart kind of spent most of his time at Scottsdale Fashion Square.
Yeah.
So
that's
your own assumptions. Bit different, but I would go to Castle and Coasters.
Yes,
all the time.
Okay, that's my age that you're pointing out. It was golf and stuff in the beginning.
Oh, wow.
It's gone through a lot of.
Yeah, you have been here. For
if I can get an apartment with the view of Castle and Coasters, I'm in.
Perfect.
Well, that's what's going to happen. So you may have noticed on I-17, if you drive I-17, there's a lot of construction going on, and they're building the first overpass for light rail. It's really cool.
Yes.
That's going to connect.
I drive by it every day.
the West Valley to light rail. And this is for light rail to become more and more effective and more used by more people. It needs to connect more people with where they need to go.
They're bringing them to my neighborhood.
They're bringing it. And this is going to be a great boon for the Metro Center area, which we know has been that area struggled for a while.
It did.
But it used to be the place to be. But now the light rail will connect. It's an elevated track. The first one in Arizona. You can see some of these if you've ridden trains elsewhere, but it'll be elevated above the freeway, and then it'll have an elevated platform and drop you off there. And in addition to all of the stuff that's happening, they're going to build 3,000 apartment units there. So they're converting what was this big mall at one point to an outdoor sort of mall with retail and 3,000 apartments.
And this is what I thought. So it's also only a 15-minute drive from the Taiwanese semiconductor manufacturing company. I'm going to use their whole government official name, which is bringing thousands of people and $40 billion hopefully right to my pocket. That they're not only the light rail coming from one end of the city, but now people coming up from where this is being built. It's also, I didn't know this, the Walmart that's there is the most productive in the state.
Right.
Yeah.
And I did not know that. And so I don't know why I feel like I have
and
any
I
part
think
of that accomplishment,
Walmart's-
but I don't shop there, but yay.
And Walmart's going to stay there, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
They're
then
not leaving.
they're adding 100,000 square feet of retail, hotel, self-storage. So this is going to be really
I
a
may
big
shop
deal
there
in,
again.
in Central Phoenix. You're going to be back there.
There just won't be any JCPenney's.